Why is Kaaba located in Mecca? The word Kaaba used in Quran and all the details I'll be sharing in this video. So if you wanna know all these details, please stay with me as I'll take you through with all the details in this video.
أشهد أن لا
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be sharing a brief knowledge about Kaaba, why it is so special for us Muslims and maybe for every human being around the world. The word Kaaba in Arabic language means cube-shaped structure. It is inside the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. Kaaba is the most important place of worship in Islam and Qibla of every Muslims. Muslims have to turn their face towards Kaaba when performing their prayers. The event of change in the Qibla can be found in Surah Baqarah, verse number 142. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The blockheaded will say, what has turned them away from the direction they formerly observed in prayer? Say, to Allah belong the east and the west. He guides whomsoever He wills onto a straight way. Kaaba was ordained by Allah to be built in the shape of the house in the heaven called Baitul Mamur. Najul Balagha, sermon number 192, tells us that Prophet Adam alayhi salam was the first human to lay the foundation of Kaaba. Every Muslim believed that the Kaaba was rebuilt by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam with the help of his son Prophet Ismail alayhi salam. Why is Kaaba located in Mecca? Again, Najul Balagha, sermon number 192, tells us that Allah chose Kaaba to be built in the most rugged, stony part of the earth, among the most narrow valleys, between rough mountains, spring of scanty water, where neither camels nor horses nor cows and sheep can prosper. If it had been in the middle of the green gardens, the reward for its pilgrimage would have been very little. Geographically, Kaaba is located at 21 degrees 42 minutes and 25 seconds north and 39 degrees 82 minutes and 62 seconds east. As the earth has an incline of 20 degrees in its orbit, so the center of the earth is Kaaba. This incline on Mecca gives us the golden ratio of the coordinates of North Pole to the South Pole which is Kaaba. If we calculate the coordinates of the North Pole to Kaaba, as shown on the screen, 90 plus 21.42, divided that figure by 180, we get the golden ratio. The distance from North Pole to Kaaba is 7,639.5 kilometers, and the distance of South Pole to Kaaba is 12,361.17 kilometers. Taking the ratio of these 2 kilometers, we get the golden ratio. When sun is directly on Kaaba, with Kaaba not having any shadow at summer solstice or winter solstice, the west and east coordinates gives us the golden ratio. Taking the example, length of Tropic of Cancer is approximately 36,788 kilometers. The distance of Tropic of Cancer from west to Kaaba is 22,738.66 kilometers, and the distance on Tropic of Cancer east of Kaaba is 14,049.34 kilometers. The ratio of these 2 kilometers gives us the golden ratio. Tawaf or circumambulation around the Kaaba is anti-clockwise. The reason is that all the creations of Allah, from the tiniest particle to the largest galaxies, along with the human race, praise Allah in a unite way with the same direction, which is anti-clockwise. If we take an example, the blood starts its circulation in a human body in anti-clockwise. The electrons of an atom revolves around its nucleus in the same manner, which is anti-clockwise. The moon revolves around the earth in the anti-clockwise. The earth rotates around its own axis in anti-clockwise. The earth revolves around the sun in the anti-clockwise. All the planets in the solar system revolves around the sun in the anti-clockwise, in an anti-clockwise, and all the galaxies in the space also revolves in an anti-clockwise. The word Kaaba in Quran has come in, and we made this house Kaaba a resort for mankind and a place of security, commanding people take the station of Abraham as a permanent place for prayer, and enjoyed Abraham and Ismail. Purify my house for those who walk around it, and those who abide in devotion, and those who bow and who prostrate themselves in prayer. Behold, the first house of prayer established for mankind is the one at Mecca. It is full of blessing and a center of guidance for the whole world. Believers, do not kill game while you are in the state of pilgrim sanctity. Whoever of you kills it willfully, there shall be a recompense, the like of what he has killed in cattle, as shall be judged by 2 men of equity among you, to be brought to the Kaaba as an offering or as an expiation, the feeding of the needy, or its equivalent in fasting, in order that he may taste the grievousness of his deed. Allah has pardoned whatever has passed, but Allah will exact a penalty from him who repeats it. Allah is Almighty, He is fully capable of exacting penalties. Allah has appointed the Kaaba, the sacred house, as a means of support for the collective life of man, and has caused the holy month of pilgrimage and the animals of sacrificial of fearing and their distinguishing colors to assist therein. This is so that you may know that Allah is aware of all that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth, and that Allah has knowledge of everything. Call to mind when we assigned to Abraham the site of the house Kaaba, directing him, do not associate aught with me, and keep my house pure for those who walk around it, and for those who stand and who bow down and who prostrate themselves in worship. Kaaba is roughly 33 feet long, 50 feet wide and 45 feet high. At the east is black stone, which is Rukn al-Aswad, which is 5 feet above the ground. At the north is Rukn al-Iraqi, at the west is Rukn al-Shami, and at the south is Rukn al-Yamani. The four corners of Kaaba roughly face the 4 points of compass. The door of Kaaba is facing towards northeast and is 7 feet above the ground. Rukn al-Yamani is the crack where, by the order of Allah, it opened, and Bibi Fatima bint Asad salamullah alayh, who is our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's aunt, went inside the Kaaba, and Imam Ali alayhi salam was born. The interior of Kaaba has 3 supporting wooden pillars and few gold hanging lamps. In the event of the victory of Mecca by Muslims in the year 630 AD, 8th year of Hijrah, the destruction of idols inside the Kaaba took place, which was done by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the help of his cousin Imam Ali alayhi salam. At the time of the destruction of those idols, our Prophet was reciting the following verse from Quran: and proclaim the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Surely falsehood is ever bound to vanish. In the history of Kaaba, we can find that it has been damaged by floods and satanic forces, famous being Umayyad Caliph Yazid. Hijr Ismail, also known as Hatim, is a semicircular wall not connected to Kaaba but opposite to the north and west side of it. It composes of white marble. History tells us that it was a shelter made by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam for his son Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and wife Bibi Hajra salamullah alayh. At the time of Hajj, every Muslims have to pray inside Hatim for their Hajj to be completed. A small gold looking dome which is between the archway and the facade northeast is the Maqam Ibrahim. It contains the footprints of our Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam when he was building the Kaaba. Kaaba is covered with a black curtain called Kiswa. It is 658 square meter and is made of 670 kilo of silk. The Quranic verses is embroidered with 120 kilograms of gold-plated threads and 100 kilo of silver-plated threads. It is 14 meter long and 101 centimeter wide. Kiswa is wrapped around Kaaba and fixed at its base with copper rings. The cost of making the Kiswa is around 4.5 million US dollars. The gold and silver plated threads come from Germany and the silk comes from Italy. Before 1927, Kiswa was made in Egypt. Now it is manufactured in Mecca. But during our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life, Kiswa was made in Yemen. Kiswa used to be red, green or white color century past, but during the Abbasid dynasty, the color was changed to black, and which is still continuing. There is no known reason why the color was changed. Kiswa is changed with a new one annually on the 9th day of the last month of Islamic calendar, which is Dhul Hijjah. The old Kiswa is cut into pieces and sold. If you enjoyed my video, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Everyone have a good day. Goodbye and wassalamu alaikum.
اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.